Back on phase two, I just wanted to talk about an unhealthy tree. So this tree right here, while it may live for a long time, it is actually an older tree than the one that we just looked at. If you go ahead and look at the ground, there's a lot of dead dieback that's on the ground, so like branches and things of that nature. And as well, you can look at the diameter of this tree and see, wow, this thing is probably 30 inches through. That means that this tree is a lot older than the tree that we just looked at. And that also means that it's a lot heavier. And this tree actually leans in a direction where it could start to fall over because it has too much weight up top. Now the thing you have to understand is there's some dieback in this tree, so you can see it's on the later part of its life and that it may die, anytime, but it may also stay standing here because a tree, we're never really sure when a tree may come or go, but I would not select this tree because my investment in this tree may not be as long as the investment I would have had in the other tree. One of the things that I want to point out about white oaks, or the other tree species out here, we have poplars and we also have black oaks and those sorts of things. You want to try to find white oaks. I prefer those because they're long lasting, they're strong. And when you look at this one, for instance, I was talking about the thickness of it, along with the type of tree it is. You can kind of tell that it's 30 inches through, there's some issues with it. What happens is when a tree gets this big, for instance with white oaks, the root system goes out and it stabilizes in the ground. Now we're on a place where about 6 feet down is a thick layer of shale, so the roots aren't able to penetrate real deep, so they actually spread out really far. And then when that tree gets really big like this one and heavy, and a gust of wind comes, it's a lot more, it's possible for the tree to actually have so much weight up top that it can actually rip the tree out and make those root systems come out of the ground. So that's really something to think about, and that's